ClearTrial. And today, I think today's problems in general, well, let me start with a question. How many of you have tried to go to the doctor or try to understand medical terms in general? I don't know about you, but I don't work in medical field, and so anytime I see medical terms, it kind of freaks me out a little bit. Especially in the US too, going to the hospital and doing all that stuff is a whole other deal. So to deal with the language itself is a little scary, and then to actually go to the hospital is even scarier. But that's besides the point. So today we decided to make that a little bit easier for everybody. So what we decided is the problem in general is that I come from the technical world. The technical world language is difficult, and so is the medical language. And so our whole idea was, what if we could use LLMs to make the language a little bit easier to understand? Someone that's maybe 75, someone that's 15. Hopefully they can all understand medical terms and how we can make a more determined and confident decision to get treatment or to get to trial in this case, right? And so let's look into what the current situation looks like right now. So if we look at multiple myeloma, we do a little search here on clinicaltrials.gov. We can go ahead and see that there's a lot of different trials, that are running or that are recruiting, that are complete. So let's go ahead and click this one right here. So if we can see here, it starts off pretty easy. Not too bad, not too bad. And then we get down here. I don't know what a lot of this stuff means in general. I don't know, well, I know what hematologic means, but there's a lot of other things like immunomodulatory drugs that I do or don't understand. And so what we did over here with ClearTrial was that, let's go ahead. We created a simple, easy view to talk natural language into the chat itself, and then agents will spawn, go out, do the research about what is going on within clinical trials, within the news of what other drugs were released, other trials that are also running, that are live today, that have ended, et cetera, et cetera. Any type of context that you would need to help understand how you are doing as a person. And so we created a couple of these sample patients to go ahead and take a look at. Our first patient here is Daniel. He's 58. Last year he was diagnosed with stage 4 non-cell lung cancer, right? And so as you can see here in this small chat box, he typed in natural language what he thought was going on with his life, his context, and also where he's been as well. So as you can see, he's been in clinical trials. And as you may also think, in general, this is probably a very long process of trying to understand which clinical trials you can go to, and not only that, go ahead and understand which clinical trials to go to. So let's go ahead and click search here. And as you can see, it's going to go ahead and read the description, the natural language description, and try to match it with the best study. And so as you can see, what it pulled up was, you can see exactly what the LLM understood. You can even read the direct words from the LLM of how it's understanding and how it's breaking it down as well. And then from there, it'll match you with the best recommended studies specifically for, based off of your natural language input itself. And so we found a lot of the friction as well was these people weren't signing up for the clinical trials because it was difficult and you understand. And because of that, also the researcher was having a little bit of issue as well to get all those people recruited and actually in the clinical trials. So hopefully ClearTrial can help people actually sign up for clinical trials and get better with their health as well. So thank you.
All right, judges, any questions? Yes.
I was going through your GitHub repo and I see that you have evals on there, very deterministic functional evals. Can you walk me through it in a way that I can understand what eval metrics you have there?
Yeah, that's a great question. And to be fair, I'm not in the medical field, so I relied a little bit on a couple agents to help me do research and understand those evaluations. So, I would love to have a design partner and talk about that and figure that out. But in the moment, the evaluations come from 4 different agents, DeepSeek, Claude, Codex as well, for 5.4, and then they made a determination based off the prompt that we gave them and the metrics that we had as well.
One more question.
Thank you, that's a great answer.
Hello, thank you for the presentation. First quick question, what's the vision you have for this product? Is it stateless kind of match and just show and patient goes away, or stateful and store patient profile and build notifications, etc.?
So that's a great question, and this is definitely something I want to think about architecturally. Obviously, this is a quick hackathon, but I actually was making another product that's a skin product, very similar to this, where you create trend analysis from that. And so from that perspective, yeah, maybe we want to have it stateful so we can keep understanding and building the trend over time to make better recommendations as well. Because the more context we have, the better it's going to be, right? Obviously, we need to understand the architecture from that context so that we don't get bunched up and obviously hallucination and stuff like that. We need to guardrail and sail frail. And that's why I think for me, the multiple sub-agent architecture to do specific roles and jobs in this particular thing is going to be very useful. And also, in my opinion, to make the AI more hidden in this sense, where they're just interacting with the portal and they're just getting the information they need. Because I think with most people that don't live in San Francisco, using AI is a little scary. And so, any way you can integrate it in there and make it so that it's easy to use and understand, I think is going to go a long way.
Yeah, thank you. Just a small thing, in the stateful world, if a future trial matches with the patient's old store profile, you can notify them that new thing has matched. But
oh yeah, no, that'd be great as well. And I've also had location, and I also implemented temporal as well to have self-healing evaluation as well. So yeah, thank you.
All right, give it up for ClearTrial.